Hello, dear ones. So let's see what guidance we have from the universe today. So to start off, we have the Five of Wands. So there's some sort of battle, some sort of conflict going on. It was also followed by the Eight of Swords. So it's causing restriction in some way. And this could be in many ways. It could be mentally, it could be physically. Take it how it resonates for yourself, whether this is a particular relationship in your life, a situation, a work situation where you're living, take how it resonates for yourself, but there's some sort of conflict that's causing restriction in some way, in some form. Okay, then we have the Nine of Wands with determination. So you're being guided by the universe here to stay determined. And we also have the Queen of Swords. So the universe is telling you to stay strong in your power, to stay determined, okay? Be vigilant, trust your intuition, and stay strong in your power and use your sword as the Queen of Swords does to cut out anything in any form that's not for your highest and better good only. Okay, so stay determined and stay strong in your power. Stay true to yourself and trust your intuition. Okay, then we have the Fool. So this is showing new beginnings are coming into your life. Okay, so get rid of what's not for your highest and better good because you have new beginnings coming into your life. You're going to be walking a new path and a new direction here. It could be a totally new direction for you. Okay, then we have the Chariot. So this is what you've got coming into your life. This is the movement that you have coming towards you and coming into your life, followed by the Two of Pentacles. So this is all to do with your ambition in life, your career, your work, what you're passionate about. Okay, it was also followed by the Eight of Pentacles, which is all about employment. So you're going to have some new opportunities coming into your life with your career, with your work. Okay, some new projects. If you're an entrepreneur, just take it how it resonates. But you've got some new opportunities coming into your life that's going to allow you to shift into the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is high level contentment financially, within your career, your work, with material things in your life. Okay, so this is really going to be for your highest and better good. Okay, beautiful. We do also have the Knight of Pentacles here, so you're being guided to try and stay patient throughout the process. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, this could be several months or what down the line. Okay, but this is what you do have coming into your life. Okay, so stay patient. It will all come together in divine timing. Okay, it doesn't happen overnight as much as we would love it to. Okay, so stay patient throughout the process, but this is what you have coming into your life. We do also have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is about receiving an offer of some sort from someone, okay? And we do have the Four of Cups after this, which is about discontentment. So I feel like there's a relationship in your life where you have been discontent with this relationship, you have been disappointed for whatever reason. Maybe things didn't work out for whatever reason. Okay, but then we have the King of Cups. So this is showing that you're going to come into a better understanding within this relationship and within yourself. Okay, so I think you're going to receive some communication. You're going to receive something that's going to bring you some new awareness with this relationship that's going to allow you to come into a better understanding and therefore create equilibrium within this relationship. Okay, beautiful. Then we have the King of Wands. So that's two kings there. Okay, and so you're being guided here to take action and follow your passions. Okay, the King of Wands is someone very passionate. He goes after what he wants. unapologetically. Okay, so you're being guided here to follow your passions. With the rabbit here, it's going to be very fertile for you, but you need to also take the action. You can't just think about it, you also need to take the action to make it manifest into your life. Okay, and then we have the Emperor. Okay, so you're really going to be shifting into this Emperor energy. It's more of like of a leadership type role. Okay, so this is what you're shifting into, and it's interesting because we have two kings and the Emperor. So that is a strong masculine energy, and it doesn't matter whether you are male or female. Okay, it's just representing the male energy, which is all about action, okay? And you're going to be really strong in this leadership type role, okay? Beautiful. So trust your intuition with the owl here throughout this process. Okay, maybe you're going to get a raise at work. Take however it is for you, but you are going to be shifting into this leadership type role. I also feel like you can maybe could be a guide for people, teaching people in some way, in some form. So, whatever it is that you do, maybe you're going to shift into teaching people, training people, whatever it may be. But that's what I'm picking up on from this Emperor energy here. Okay. So let's see what further guidance we have. Magical Fae, what guidance do you have? Okay, so we have the Wounded Healer. Okay, so you are very likely someone who has been through some really difficult times. Okay, maybe some traumas from childhood that have been really difficult for you throughout your life. Okay, but you are going to heal other people from what you have learned from those experiences. Okay, it is your wounds and your scars in this life that are going to you're going to learn from and share that learning with other people. Okay, and we've got two owls here again. Okay, so again, trust your own inner wisdom, trust your intuition. Okay, be vigilant. The owls can also see in all directions around their being, so be vigilant. Cut out anything that's not for your highest and better good that may be contributing to your triggers, your wounds that you have. Okay, and know that it is your wounds that is going to bring your self healing, and it's going to bring healing to other people as well. Okay, wow. So let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please receive some further guidance? Okay, so we have chaos and conflict. So, yeah, there definitely is some chaos and conflict going on. We saw that with the tarot cards, with the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Okay, there's some sort of chaos, there's some sort of conflict going on. Okay, you're being guided to stay strong in yourself and determined. Let's see what further guidance we have, dear divine beings of the highest love light. Can we please receive some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? Dear ones, just remember, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is a general reading. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light. We have a leg up. Okay, so you could be experiencing a leg up with this certain situation that's causing chaos and conflict in your life. So that could be from certain people in your life, your friends, your family. It could be your spiritual team. It could be God, source creator. Okay, but it looks like you're going to receive a leg up here from a situation that has brought you, that's been frigid and cold in some way with the polar bear here. Okay, let's see any further guidance, please. Dear divine beings of the highest love light. And we have to be fair. Okay, so this is showing that you're going to receive justice for whatever this chaos and conflict has been in your life. You're going to receive a leg up from the universe, I feel. But in whatever may be, it could be through your friends and family, but you're going to receive a leg up here. You're going to receive justice. Things are going to be balanced out, okay? So wherever you have experienced injustice in your life that's caused chaos and conflict and restriction in your life, you will receive justice. The universe wants you to know this. Okay, but that doesn't mean you should just sit back and not do anything. Also, take action where necessary, set clear boundaries where necessary, walk away from toxic situations that are not for your highest and better good. Okay, but the universe wants you to know you will receive justice for whatever this has been for you. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please receive some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? So we have the Knight coming out. Be brave and honest. Okay, so this is all about being strong and having the courage to stay true to yourself, be honest, and be brave. Okay, so don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Maybe you are someone that's maybe a bit shy or a bit quiet, and maybe someone has thought that they could take advantage of you because of your kindness. Okay, whatever it has been for you, but you're being guided here to stay true to yourself, to be brave and stand up for yourself for whatever this situation is. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please receive some further guidance? We have Mother Earth here. Feel loved and comforted. Okay, so you're being guided here to try and comfort yourself. Know that you are comforted by Mother Earth, your spiritual team, the divine. Okay, they are always with you, they are always supporting you. Now is a really good time to focus on self love, self care. Okay, but the universe wants you to know that you are loved and comforted and supported throughout this process. Okay, beautiful. Any final guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? Okay, and we have the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Okay, so you're really being guided here to honor your own inner knowing, to trust your intuition. Okay, maybe you've been conditioned in life and you don't listen to your intuition. Okay, whatever it is for yourself, you're being guided here to trust your intuition, to honor your own inner knowing and stay true to that. Okay, don't let yourself be swayed by other people, what other people are doing. Okay, you do what is best for you and honor what you feel. Okay, honor your intuition. Okay, and this will be your medicine. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, can we please receive some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective, please? And we have Baba Yaga with patience. So again, we have patience. So you're being guided here to be patient, especially with regards to what's coming into your life and to receive justice from whatever this toxic situation has been. Okay, you're being guided to stay patient. Okay, everything will happen in divine timing. Okay, trust your instincts with the wolf here. Okay, let's see any further guidance, please. And we have Kuan Yin with kindness and nurturing. So again, we have the energy of focusing on self-love and self-care. Okay, nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself. It's even more important for you to do this. You very likely need to try and balance your nervous system. Okay, if you've been through a really strong chaos and conflict energy, you very likely need to try and balance your nervous system. Try and get yourself as calm and as peaceful as you can be. Focus on self love. Focus on creating a safe space around yourself. Okay, make sure you have a nice safe space where you can spend time. Okay, it's really important during this time. Beautiful. Any final guidance, please? And we have Sedna with there is always enough. Okay, so maybe you feel like you have to stay in a certain relationship or situation because you think maybe, there's nothing else out there. Okay, whatever it is for yourself, you're being guided by the universe that there is always enough. Okay, there's thousands of opportunities that the universe can bring what you want into your life. Okay, so remember that there is always enough. Okay, you don't need to stay in a certain situation. If it's not for your highest and better good, there will be something better for you. Okay, remember that, dear one. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have, dear divine beings of the highest love light. Can we please receive some further guidance for the highest and better good of the collective? Okay, wow. So the universe really wants to bring through the energy of nurturing yourself, to be compassionate with yourself. Okay, this is something you maybe struggle with. Okay, and this can be traumas from childhood. As we saw, you are the wounded healer. Okay, so you need to give love and compassion, and you need to nurture yourself. Okay, you maybe need to re-mother yourself. Okay, and give yourself the love and the compassion and the nurturance that you would from a loving mother. Okay, take it how it resonates for yourself. Maybe you have really good relationships with your parents, but you're being guided here to nurture yourself, to love yourself, and focus on deep levels of replenishment. Okay, it seems like you really need it during this time. Okay, let's see what further guidance we have, dear divine beings of the highest love light. Okay, and we have self-love, creation, and intentions. So there again, we have the energy of self-love. Okay, it's really important you focus on self-love during this time. Okay, and do whatever you feel called to do. Okay, whether it's taking a hot bath, going for a massage. Okay, whatever brings you the most joy and allows you to feel safe and focus on self love, then do what you feel to do. Okay, but remember to love yourself and focus on your intentions and what it is that you are passionate about. Try not to focus on what it is that you don't want. Try not to let yourself get pulled into these toxic situations. Or relationships. Okay, try and focus on what it is that you want and focus on creating what it is that you want. Okay, any final guidance with these cards, please, dear divine beings of the highest love light? And then we have the epiphany and breakthrough. So you're going to experience an epiphany and a breakthrough. Okay, so it's really important you let go and cut out any toxic situations, focus on self love, and you will experience a breakthrough. Okay, and you're going to have an epiphany about yourself. Okay, about what it is that you really want to do, something like that. Okay, so it's really important you focus on yourself right now. Focus on self love and self care, and then you will experience this epiphany breakthrough within yourself. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what further guidance we have. We have the winter solstice, reflection, pause, and rebirth. So you're being guided here to take a pause, to take a time out. This is a really good time to focus on reflection, um, going into hibernation mode in some way, in some sort. Okay, try and focus on self-love and self-care, deep levels of replenishment. Okay, because you're going through a powerful rebirth here. You're going through a powerful transformation. You're shifting from an old cycle into a new cycle. And as we saw with the tarot cards, this new cycle is going to be really good for you. It's going to bring in a lot of good things for you, but you need to take this time to focus on self love and self care as you transition through into this new cycle. Okay. Any further guidance, please, dear divine beings of the highest love light? Okay, we have a card which is flipped over here. We have two cards. Okay, so we have the summer solstice, celebration, abundance, and vitality. Okay, so you are going to experience abundance, vitality, and a lot to celebrate. Okay, so remember that it will be in divine timing. It's not going to happen overnight. But okay, this is what you're shifting into. We also have the crystal cave, inner exploration, hidden treasures. So you have a lot of hidden treasures deep within yourself. So this is also a really good time to focus on inner exploration. Okay, so do like a guided meditation, okay, or hypnosis, or whatever you feel most called to do, okay, a shamanic journey, whatever you feel most called to do. But you have a lot of hidden treasures hidden within yourself that are laying dormant and just waiting for you to tap into them. Okay, so this is a really good time to connect with your own hidden treasures within yourself. And we also have the Enchanted Forest, magic, mystery, and unexpected encounters. Okay, so there's a lot of magic and mystery at play here, okay, which you have deep within yourself. So really connect with your own inner wisdom, okay, and you've got a lot of unexpected encounters coming into your life as you shift into this new cycle. Okay, so you're not going to be expecting it. It's going to be a beautiful surprise from the universe. Okay, let's see what final guidance we have here. Dear divine beings of the highest love light, and we have wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Okay, so I'm not surprised to see this since we had three owls come into the reading today, okay, which is all about wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand into your spiritual light. So I know it's easier said than done, dear ones, okay, but try and see what you will be benefiting in some way, in some form, from whatever adversaries you have been through. There's always something to learn. You will be gaining wisdom from it in some way, in some form. So try and see things from a higher perspective and see, how is this benefiting me? What am I learning from this? Okay, because you will be learning and gaining some sort of wisdom from whatever it is that you've been through, which I feel you're going to be using to help other people. Okay, with the wounded healer energy. Okay, it's your wounds that's going to bring healing to yourself and to others. Okay, this is your guidance for today. Take care.